Since that welcome to Jamaica sign at the airport, man. Come a long
Um,
way. You remember that?
yes, yes, I do remember that. Those are
And
some
I
great
heard,
times, man. Can nobody has ever gotten that since.
wow, I feel honored.
Yes, as you know, Michael Barnett was one that was responsible for that.
That's
Um,
correct.
yes, yes, I know. Well, you're down there in Ocho Rios now,
Yes,
but tell us about those times you used to model for Miguel Models and the trips that we
wow,
used to take to Jamaica.
that's right. That was great with Air Jamaica because you got the first class treatment, and
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah, that,
yeah.
that was beautiful, and to fly down to represent my country, the
Yes,
back,
and we were at the
yeah,
super clubs at Hedonism,
that's right.
Breezing, courtesy of Mr. Joe Issa.
Exactly, and we did a beautiful calendar, and I
Oh,
ended up being the choreographer. Remember?
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I wasn't modeling. I was teaching the girls how to pose. Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember those great days, huh?
So I guess that's where the production started in me.
How old were you then at that time?
I'm sorry.
How old were you at that time?
I must have been in my 20s. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I would say late 20s.
Okay. And then you
Yeah.
just went back to Jamaica.
Went back to Jamaica. Yes. Now, well,
Okay.
if you want to start a little bit from the beginning and fast forward.
Okay, go ahead. Want to know all about Debbie Chin.
Yeah, I mean, it would take about 10 novels, but
Okay,
a
that sounds good.
little small quote today.
All right.
No, well, as you said, believe it or not, I was in college studying to be a doctor of psychology. And people kept telling me that I should enter this Miss Jamaica beauty pageant in New York. And I was very shy. This was at the age of 23. And I did it. And I ended up winning Model of the Year.
Yeah, that was with Ken Williams, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what birthed my entrance into the modeling world. I ended up doing a lot of runway prints, voiceover commercials, and things like that. But me being in front of the camera was short lived because that birthed DC Productions. DC Productions was where I was getting talent together and just bringing out the best in people and bringing a show together.
Where is DC promotion based?
It started in New York and then I brought it to Jamaica.
Okay.
And the initiative is called Groom to Bloom. So, in other words, we groom you and then you bloom.
You groom them and then you bloom them.
Yeah, it started from a vision from my heart where it was a labor of love where I used to walk. I live on top of a mountain,
Yeah, I
and
heard
I
about
walk
that.
up and down.
Beautiful. You're alone and God up there, right?
Yeah, oh my God.
Oh, yes.
And I got into my community. I was called to come back to my community and just to get the kids off the streets to do something positive in their lives. And it started out as fun for me.
Hmm.
There was a little stage in the area of this WV Jerk Center in Pineapple Orchards. That's where I'm based. And
Okay.
there's a little stage, and I stood there and just stood there one day and just visioned something, didn't know what. And all of a sudden, the children in the neighborhood, they just kept coming because they heard me. We were singing and dancing and clapping and having a good time. Before you know it, like 30 kids were around me, and I was clapping and singing and dancing. And
Okay.
So now that birthed something new. Now I was inspired to work with the youth because that wasn't the direction I was heading. I was almost just put into my hands, you know?
I tell you, you can't stop faith.
That's right, that's right, that's right. So I have a passion for the young people. I have a passion about empowering them to be the best that they can be and to rise above. And you can achieve even if you're going through hardships and you have nothing, you
What
know?
age group you deal with?
I'm sorry?
What age group?
The youngest I have had was from 6 all the way up
Okay.
to to hey, it's endless.
Okay.
My thing is that beauty is transcends to everything. It's not as modeling to me is not a specific mold in terms of you got to be a certain tall, height, look, nose, hair. Beauty to me is in everyone. So what I do is bringing out the best in what everybody has, you know.
Is it just modeling or you teach them etiquette also?
I teach them business etiquette, customer service, teaching them how to project themselves in front of a crowd, teaching them respect, teaching them there's something that's been missing in society today because we've become so hurried and rushed and angry, you know.
Hmm.
We forgot about the gentleness of life. Please, excuse me, how are you? Just a smile, you know?
Just the way you were brought up.
That's it, exactly. Just the essence of that, you know, the tranquil spirit. And anyway, so it's about bringing out the best in these youth and just doing giving back, you know, because my story is pretty big. One, I'm gonna write a book and tell what it's about, and I've come through a lot, and it's gonna help a lot of people. So when I get the book, I'm gonna come back and talk in depth of my testimony and why I'm alive.
And then after the book, there comes the movie. That's when the big bucks start to come in.
Tell Eva Peron to move over. I
Okay.
was just listening to that before I came on. You know the song "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Love that. Love that. Yeah, yeah.
So how long have
But
have you been doing this in Jamaica?
8 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, good, good. And the success rate, how many have you sent away? I mean, really sent away, but groomed and left, and how many you have in the classes now?
I would say about 100, a
No.
hundred, male and female, has passed through my hands since I've been here in Jamaica. Recently, the Miss Jamaica World Pageant,
Mhm.
Laura Butler, she called me and she heard what I was doing. Word gets around fast,
Especially in Jamaica.
and she was like, I just do my thing, and she wants me to train, the young girls for future,
That's what Miss Jamaica World.
yes, Miss Jamaica World, yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Mickey Hart doesn't own it anymore, right?
No, Laura Butler took that over.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah, yes, yes.
So when is the next
But he's still,
pageant?
2014.
When?
Is that your son?
No, my grandson.
2000.
Grands. I got three
I
grands over here. Yeah, they're in the
is he
background.
trained? I think he's
Yes.
an entertainer.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he's
yes.
an entertainer.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
bring up three boys from 0 to 8.
yeah.
Oh,
Kids need encouragement, so much encouragement today because they're faced with so much more than what you and I grew up in. The challenges are so great, you know. And I feel we need as a society to pull together, you know, and instead of focusing on all the the things that wow that don't really count, you know, how about getting family together again, you know?
Yeah, because I remember looking at I was talking 2 weeks ago to Carla Moore about
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the video on the Magotty girls dancing in the streets with their uniform. Some of those girls you need in your class.
Send them to groom to bloom.
They should know about your class down there. I'm telling you, to see them, what they were doing in their uniform.
That was wow,
You
shock.
saw the video, right?
Now that you're saying it, now I'm reflecting.
Oh,
That
okay.
was that was that. Oh no, 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 no.
Yes,
Wow.
that was something else. Yeah.
Yes, that is depicted in what's happening in society today, and you know what happened to when ladies were ladies. You know, it's gone.
Well, I leave that for you in Jamaica because
Yeah,
that's going to be a tough one.
somebody told me, you know, but the parents encourage me. You know, I'll have like a mother call me and say, you know, I have a daughter and I like to send her to your classes. You know,
Okay, good.
it's a 6 weeks training session. It's not rigid. It's not harsh. And you can continue. You know, some
After,
girls have been with it for 2, 3 years.
so
So
it's
it's not
usually after school though. It's usually after school.
after school.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. It's more than a talent agency. It's really we do spiritual encouragement also. You know, I teach them also water aerobics. So we exercise in the pool.
Okay. Okay. You can swim?
Yeah, man.
I know you could. I know you can. I'm
Water girl.
telling you. Yeah, that's good.
You remember that bathing suit shot of me?
Yes, I remember.
Somebody told me it's at the
Yeah.
airport, and I don't know. Everybody tell me they see it, but I don't know.
You mean the one at the airport?
They said there's a picture of me in a swimsuit. I don't recall, you know, but
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's that or I could be.
I don't know.
Hmm.
You got so many pictures of you in being in a swimsuit anyway.
Those were the days.
Yeah, the days we used to go to hedonism and breezes, boy. I'm telling you. Just for the weekend. Just for
Romance.
the weekend and come back up here into Florida. Boy, I'm telling you, those are great times.
Absolutely. You know, and we need to bring back love and romance. You know, about just how about just a walk on the beach, right?
That's true. That is true. But
That's
like I said, things and times have changed, and it's up to us to really, bring back some of those old time things. That makes
yeah,
sense. You can't get rid of everything.
exactly.
You have to keep the
But
tradition.
that's right. My son, I have a son. His name is Michael. Hopefully he'll be
Yes.
on soon, right? We're gonna call
Yes.
him.
I don't see him on.
Mm,
It would be on by now.
yeah,
You have big son now.
yeah. Michael is 15, and he's my great inspiration for what I'm doing.
Okay.
Uh, yes, as a young boy growing up, I brought him. I had him in Tampa, and I brought him up in America. But he also came down here with me also to experience Jamaica.
Okay.
So he
You
went
like
to
it.
school. Yeah. So he can tell you some stories.
What school did he go to in Jamaica?
He went to Iona Prep. He went to Logan's Prep. He went to ULC.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he loves Jamaica?
For the time he spent here, he was quite interesting. He got stuck up a couple times with a knife.
What?
You know. Yeah.
Wow. Don't like all those things, boy. I'm telling you. But
Yeah, you have to
it
walk with the
happens.
armor.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
It
you
happens.
gotta,
It happens.
Hmm.
He's in Texas now.
He's in Texas. He's doing well. I just saw his report card. Very proud of him. You know, he's getting in. He's into the computer. So he's getting in some field of computer technology.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So he can teach your thing out too because you don't know nothing about computers.
Look how long it took us to connect, man.
I have to be directing you from here. What to touch. But this is an age that you really have to know these things, between this
Absolutely.
and the phone and the smartphones and the iPad,
Awesome.
everything, man. You have to keep up with the technology or you'll be left behind.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Literally.
So
So
what are
what's
you,
happening?
hmm?
Huh?
Go ahead.
Right. Oh, you said what's happening with what?
No, no. What are your plans coming up for the future? What you plan to do, say, for 2014 coming up?
2014, I'm going to market my business more. Trying to get it to go from island to island, and then future, you never know, international. It's an initiative, you know.
Okay.
You remember when somebody started something and it just was it TD Jakes and Woman Thou Art Loose?
Okay.
Initi- right. The man now is a Groom to Bloom initiative, right?
Yeah. But what about doing parish to parish first before you go and
Well, that's what I'm doing right now. Parish to parish. Yes. Yeah. We recently did a show in Montego Bay, which was great, you know.
so you have
It
people,
was
you have girls from different. Is it just girls you train or girls and guys?
girls and guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have from different parishes.
Yes, well, it's basically Kingston, Mobay, and Ochi.
So how they travel on a weekend?
Well, I would like maybe go down there before and train them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
you do the
there
traveling
are
here.
some, huh?
You go to the parish and do the training.
Yeah, but there were some that were coming from Kingston. Amazing.
Really?
Yes, this one young lady, I was training her for the 2013 competition that just left. And she was faithfully coming 3 times a week.
What? Okay.
No, I lied. Sorry, not Kingston, Highgate, but,
Well,
but
close.
that's still far, right? So there's another one. It was a young man that was coming from Kingston.
Yeah, that's the dedication these young people should have. When people,
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
and I say you're instilling it into them.
That's correct. It's about perseverance and pushing through in spite of anybody can achieve anything if you put your mind to it. You know, it's what you want. Anybody.
Oh,
You
of
have
course.
children who are millionaires right now because they thought of an idea and they put it out there. You know? Can you imagine at 12?
Yep. Just a simple idea, and you can be not even a millionaire, a billionaire.
Amazing.
And have somebody buy you out for $3 billion, just like that. Why weren't we that lucky when we were younger? Oh boys, that's how it goes sometimes.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Recently, also, my son. Are we gonna call him now?
I'm waiting for him to come on. You will have to call him. He's not. I don't see him on Facebook at
Oh,
all.
he's on the line. Hmm.
I don't see him. I don't see him online.
Yeah.
I hope he didn't get lost like you did the last time. Well, we were supposed to have Debbie a couple of weeks ago. Uh,
Yeah.
she broke down on the highway.
That's right. That's right. Welcome to Jamrock. But when you walk by, you're he's going Michael.
Yes, I'm trying to get him, but he's not seem to be online at all. Is
Mm-hmm.
he online by you on your Facebook?
I will have to check. Let me see.
I know you can't do two things at one time, Debbie.
It's not right because I've lost you.
Yeah, just don't click on the video of it.
I've lost you.
Just don't click on the video.
Oh,
As you know, you're going to lose me. But he has done. I see that he was even met with a GG the other day.
that's correct. Michael was on Uncle Jerry's program in Kingston. They were honoring Children's Month, and Michael did an interview, and the Governor General, Sir Patrick Allen, heard him
Mm-hmm.
and invited him to come back and visit King's House. And Michael shared with him ideas about how to improve the educational system. He was I was impressed with him. You know, he's very outspoken. You're gonna hear him soon, man.
I'm not shy like you, right?
No, he's very outspoken.
No.
This is why I'm investing in the youth because they're the ones that's gonna change this around for us. You know.
Of course, of course.
Exactly. Yeah, and they have it in them. They're smarter. You know. They're like you said, the age of technology. Just
Yes,
you know, anything you want to know, that they know it.
that is also true, and this is why you have to teach them the right things.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And show more love. You know, give them hugs more. You know, instead of screaming or shouting at them, and show love. That's what's needed. You know.
Different from how we grew up, right?
Exactly. It has become very barbaric. The language communication is very shocking because you know what has become norm as a conversation between two people. You know, it is so it's everything about hurting and putting down. You know, and we should be lifting each other up.
That's exactly how it should be. You
Yes,
help each
yes.
other in every way you can.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good role models are needed, aren't they?
I know, Debs, but
Yeah,
we have to show them the right way, and hopefully they will keep on following that way and teach their children that way.
I, exactly. Do you have any yourself?
Huh. I have three of my grandchildren here. My son is here,
Yeah.
and I have four more grandchildren in Orlando coming down next week. I got two children and seven grandchildren. You can't
Uh-huh.
catch up right now. You
I
can't
hear
catch up
you.
now.
And sometimes you think too, dogs are just like children.
Oh, you have your dogs, and I don't have none.
Matter of fact, after this interview, I have to go up on my hill and feed. I have two dogs. They're called Cheech and Chong.
That's a good one. Hey, I hope you have light on your way up to where you're going, because it's you alone up in that hill.
Let me tell you, some billy goats and a couple cows. Uh,
So you're
I,
raising them?
no, actually, no. Those are my neighbors.
Oh,
I
okay.
only, yeah, I just have the two dogs, but they just roam all over the place.
So tell me, want some curry goat? You don't have to go too far then.
Hey, Michael is on the line.
He is on.
Yeah,
Okay, just tell him to. He sent him. Well, he should still have the link to join
yeah,
us.
yeah, you should.
Trying to get. I know in Texas there. He say it's cold down over there in Texas. Oh, I
Yeah,
see him. Yes, I see him now.
surely been there, my friend. But,
I'm gonna send the link to him, and I think he should be joining us.
yeah, the problem, I don't see you guys. Let me try and get back on your link, Leroy.
Huh?
Michael is on.
Yeah, I just sent him the link to link up with us, so he can tell us about Texas.
Yeah,
Texas once. That was
Texas.
it. Not going back there again.
And growing up in, and he like to share about his Jamaica experience. Sure.
What age did you leave Jamaica?
About a year ago.
Okay. Okay.
Over a year, but yeah.
Okay, I can see Michael. Michael, I need a video. Can't see no video and your audio is muted. There you go.
Hey, Mike. Hey. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Michael, welcome.
Can you?
Every time is video chat. Can you hear us?
I don't think so. I see. Hey. We can hear you.
We need to hear you.
Yeah.
Michael, to see if you're hearing us.
Can you hear us, Mike? Over here. You.
No, I can't hear him at all.
I can't hear him either.
There you go. Hey, Michael, can you hear me?
I'm hearing two versions of you. I'm not sure what's happening here.
You probably have Irie Times on, so mute that player that you're listening to on Irie Times. And then you won't hear too.
Okay.
Stereo.
Yeah. We got it?
Is everything okay? Can you hear me?
I can hear you well.
Yeah. I can see you, Mike.
Okay. Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay, so how's it down there in Texas?
Oh, it's pretty good. It's getting kind of cold. It was about 46 degrees today, but giving thanks still.
And you're outside there in 46 degrees. I'd have on a jacket.
And sweater. I enjoy the cold though. I like it.
Okay.
It's my favorite time of year.
Well, I used to do that too when I was your age, so that's good. You go for it.
You know the feeling.
After a while, no more.
You know, I wear these tropical flowers. Ha ha ha.
All right. So tell us about your experience growing up in Jamaica, from one of your famous model mother.
Well, I'd moved to Jamaica when I was 6 or 5, and I got teased a lot because of my American accent at the time, and I had a lot of trouble adjusting to, because life was very different and values and all. It was just an entirely new world. It was a bit of a culture shock for me at that
culture.
age.
Yep, different culture.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you adjust to it?
Well, to be honest with you, I never really did.
Okay.
The flow. Michael is honest, okay?
You just went with the flow with that one, huh?
But there are certain aspects of the culture I started to appreciate more over time.
Okay, including the food, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, especially the food, primarily the food.
I hope you can cook, so you can help yourself when you're down there.
Say it again.
So I hope you can cook.
Well, yeah, mine was down here. You was cooking on wood fire.
Okay, that's good. So you still practice the cooking down there in Texas?
Well, the last thing I had made up here was probably some sweet and sour chicken a couple of months ago, but I need to. I'm getting kind of rusty. I need to start doing it again.
So what are you doing? What are you doing down there in Texas? You going to school or?
Yeah, I'm a freshman in high school.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How is it there? I mean, the culture-wise, and how you get along with the kids down there?
It's very interesting. It's a big change from Florida even, because I wouldn't say it's more fast-paced, but it's not as slow as Florida or Jamaica. So I really like it. I'm happy here.
Okay. Now, what are your plans for the future?
Actually, I'd like to become a consumer technology journalist / model and follow my mom's footsteps in a way.
So much things you want to want. Okay. Well, you have the best teacher there, to teach that. And with the computer stuff, I can see, quite a few little things that, that can get
right.
Which is good, just to keep on reading and keep up with the technology.
Oh, I do that every day. I'm on my Flipboard every morning.
Oh, you do? You have that on your iPad or your phone?
Yeah,
I have. I read that every single day to keep up
me
on.
too. Not a day goes by where I'm not watching Tech News Today or reading WP Central or Engadget or CNET or something.
Yeah, yeah, you have to keep up with it. You know. So
Definitely.
tell us about your experience with the Gigi. But you told me that you had a interview and all of that down there. How you feel
Yes.
about it?
So back in May, I was interviewed on RJR. I was still up here at the time, but by Jerry McDaniels. He does Palav on RJR on Sundays at about 3 p.m. I believe. And as a follow up, when I was in Jamaica last summer, he called us over to RJR again, and I had thought we were doing another interview, but he took us into the meeting room and had told us that we were going to go meet Gigi, and
No, okay.
that's how it went.
That shocked you, huh?
But excuse me.
I said that gave you a shock.
It really was. It really was.
Okay. How was it?
And we had gotten a chance to speak to the CEO of RJR too.
Okay, okay.
But anyhow, we had went there and we got a tour of the King's house, and I spoke with him for a little bit about some of my ideas about education.
I hope I hope they took your advice in some kind of way.
Well, funny story. I went up to him and I said, I think that the education system in Jamaica and even worldwide on a larger scale is severely flawed because it's a one size fits all kind of thing. So there needs to be a test implemented at the beginning of the school year to figure out whether you're an audio learner or you learn by experience and feeling things or by sight. And he said, well, that's nice if you have the resources. And he walked off.
I think he left him with something to think about. That's why.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to think about. It's a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Michael, it was great talking to you, and Debbie, it was great having you finally after such a long time.
Thanks for bringing us together on Irie, man.
I'm telling you. So I'm going to try and look for those pictures and bring you back another time on this to show what we used to go through in Jamaica, traveling back and forth and having that modeling thing. And that modeling aspect of it, Michael, as I said, you have the best teacher there. You have to just make the best of it and get your education.
Yes.
And go back to Jamaica and do good down there. You plan to go back to Jamaica, or you plan to just live in Texas?
I would go back to Jamaica back and forth.
Okay.
But I don't think I would permanently live there again.
Best of both worlds. Yeah.
You Texans.
This is
Michael, let's get all the oil in Texas, okay?
Will do.
And you can probably build up at Jamaica.
All right.
And where are these kids? You never know, Michael. That's right. You can help a lot of people in the world. You never know what you can do, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yes, that's all, and all the best for everything, Michael. And thanks for joining us. And
Thank you.
Hey, Leroy, are you gonna play that song for me?
Thanks for having me.
No problem.
All right, Michael. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Adios.
Talk to you later.
All right. Leroy, you can play that song for me? I can hear an airplane.
Yeah, we live close to an airport.
That was
that song.
A little airdrome, really, but
It was air drones. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, run for cover. Yeah.
Which song was that?
Roger.
Oh yes, that's when I sign off. I play.
No, can you play that song for me, Leroy?
Yes, that's when I sign off. I play that song.
All righty, cool.
All right. So, don't forget to join. When your book comes out, we're going to be talking about that.
Absolutely. It's going to be two
And
books.
eh?
It's going to be two. One is going to be called Letters to Michael, that's my son. And the other one is Broken Wings of a Butterfly.
Okay, and I can't wait for the movie to come out. Who you gonna have star in your role? We shall see, right?
I'll see. But Michael will be in it, that's for sure.
All right, Debs. So thank you again for joining me, and we're gonna be linking up again pretty soon.
Yes.
All right. Have a great and wonderful weekend.
Thanks for having us.
Take care.
Bye,
All
Michael.
Good Thanksgiving. Almost.
right. Okay, our family, we want to thank you for everything and